Alrighty, you guys, what's going on? David Lemero here. Welcome to this week's Team Elite Weekly Call. I'm super excited to have you guys on here, and thanks also for watching the replay. Consider this like some of your Monday morning motivational, right? Or at least to get your week started off right. I like to view Mondays as the starting line for the week. So if you don't get to catch the live, then be sure and watch the replay. I like to recommend that you watch the replay at least before midnight, before Monday ends, right? That way you can stay caught up to all of the LifeVantage updates and news, and stay up to date with what's going on in Team Elite, and also just give yourself a little bit of a more of a chance to stay plugged in and stay around the fire, and basically get you all the right tools and all the right resources and motivation to help you build your business and go change the world with this opportunity. So buckle up, you guys, because we got a lot of great info to go over this this call. Okay, I just got through last night with the Ray Higdon event. Went there. It was a phenomenal meeting. And Ray Higdon, for those of you who don't know, Ray Higdon is a I call him a legend in the industry. He's a decamillionaire, over seven figures, and he's built some of the largest, network marketing teams in the world, and he's highly respected in the industry as a leader and as an authority figure. So if you don't know who he is, look up Ray Higdon. Okay, you spell his last name Higdon. Okay, I've been learning from him, and I can really resonate from him or with him. But I've been learning from him for a long time now, and it's just absolutely been helping to grow me personally as a business owner, as a network marketer, as a relationship marketer, and as a leader of a team as well too. So I really highly encourage that you go look him up. And shameless plug for his Rank Makers group. Go look into some info about that. For me, before I got into Rank Makers, I needed some kind of daily guidance, right? And I know that we have incredible training in LifeVantage and also things that you can look up on YouTube outside of LifeVantage. But he goes live every single day with the training, with high level training, and he gives us all daily action steps, one simple daily action step to help us build our business. And he, like, that group is responsible for so many people rank advancing in their particular companies. And it's just an exciting group to be a part of. So go look it up. Enough about that. That's called Rank Makers. It's awesome. Go look it up. There's like 14,000 people in it. I really recommend that you look into it and that you get on board. So let's talk about real quick what's upcoming with LifeVantage. Okay. So welcome to June. What is it? June or July? May. June. It's June. It's June. So welcome to June. Excited about this month, you guys. Let's go kill it. Let's go plan out your month. Okay. Plan out your month. One thing that I've learned is if you plan out your goals for the week, that's good. At the beginning of a new month, if you plan out your goals for the month, that's even better. Okay, so plan out your goals for the month, and in that, you'll have plans for your weeks. Okay, but if you haven't registered yet for LifeVantage Academy, the third Saturday of this month, then go ahead and do that at lifevantageacademy.com. It's the 15th. Okay, it's like 2 or 3 weeks from now. It's actually 2 weeks from now because we just had our first Saturday already, so it's on the 15th. Okay. And if you want to come down early to that area, I'm actually going to be going down to my girlfriend's house on Friday night, and you can ride with me. And she is an awesome hostess, and she'll probably cook us some food or something. We'll have a good time. We'll have dinner. We'll have a good team bonding type of experience, and it's a blast. It's a ton of fun. So for those of you that want to come with me that Friday night, and that way you don't have to wake up and go, wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock Saturday morning, then you can just come with me Friday night, and you'll be right there next to the event. So that's that. Again, register and let me know if you want to come with me on Friday. So let's talk about real quick some of these notes. I took tons and tons of notes, you guys, from the event. I mainly just took notes on the highlights. So I'm going to go over a few things. This is definitely worth more than we have time to cover here. But I'm going to go over a couple of the highlights as best I can, because all of it was highlights to me. So let's talk about real quick the concept of how whenever people talk about whenever they some of their whys whenever they want to get in this business. Why? Because I want to help people. And then some people, they say, well, I just want to help people. I don't really care about making money very much. It's like, well, yes, that's good. Have that mindset, but wouldn't it make more sense that you could impact the world more if you had more money? So don't think that the two are separate. Okay, they don't have to be separate. Actually, they're one and the same. Okay, money is not something bad or something evil. Money is just an amplifier for who you are inside. If you're normally good, if you are normally serving, and you're normally, you have a heart to help people, money will just amplify that. Or if you're normally stingy, if you're normally selfish and all you care about is, yourself, then more money is only going to amplify that even more. Okay, so with more money, you can help and impact more people. So that's what Ray Higdon thinks about whenever he thinks about money or the size of your bank account. He thinks about impact. And actually, if you think about how you can impact people first, usually the money will follow. Okay, so oh yeah, this was good. There's never a point at which poverty will serve you. I mean, it may teach you a few life lessons, but there's never a point at which poverty will serve you as far as help you with your family, help you with your freedom, help you with your ability to serve the world, okay, and impact people. So let's see here. You need to make more money so that you can do more things that are important to you. And if one of the things that's important to you is to help more people, then you need to make more money so you can help more people. That just makes sense. Let's talk about Ray Higdon's follow-up. He has a crazy follow-up system that's been working freakishly effective for him and also for me too. And there's a couple of psychological things going on with it. Number one, let's just talk about the 3 reasons why he would never follow up with somebody. 3 reasons why not to follow up with somebody. Number 1 is they're a jerk. All right. You don't want jerks on your team. Your team is like your family. So you don't want to bring people into your team that are just, rude to people, or they're only self-serving, or they're always condescending. They're very undermining. They're the kind of people that like to create arguments and cause drama. You don't want that in your team. A bad person on your team that causes drama can disrupt. It can be like a cancer. Okay, it can disrupt the whole flow of what you have going on. So just be very careful with who you bring on your team, anyways. Number 2, the reason why he wouldn't follow up with somebody is if he learns that they're in another company and they're happy there. Okay, and by follow up, I just mean simply. And he just means follow up with the intent of bringing them on your team, okay? What my philosophy is with people that are on other teams, other companies, yes, stay in touch with them. Stay in communication with them. Yes, build a relationship with them. This business is all about relationships and making more friends. Always a good thing. But if they are happy in the company that they're in, leave them there. But there may come a point at which that company either folds, or they're not making enough money, or maybe, the company takes out one of their favorite products and they're all of a sudden not happy with the company, the product, the service, the training, the mentorship, however much that they're making at that time. And then you want to be the first person in their mind that they think of whenever that happens to them. They'll be like, oh yeah, but he's crushing it over there. Maybe I should reach out to him and see what he's doing. Okay, see what he's up to. Maybe I'll finally take a look. All right. That's the best way to go about that. You don't want to be just another flipper. Okay. There are companies out there that we're teaching just to flip people from other companies into your company. You don't want that. Number 3, the number 3 reason is because they pass away, and that's just common sense. You don't want to keep sending them emails and text messages after they've gone away. So, so that's the only 3 reasons why you should never really stop following up with somebody and keeping them in a loop on what you're doing. Now, here's something important here to note. Some people don't follow up with people for so long, for years, because they've never experienced someone joining them after a long time. Okay, but there have been so many people and top income earners that have had people come back to them and join them years down the road. Okay, Ray Higdon actually he tells a story all the time of this guy who finally signed up with him, and he finally came to one of his events, and he said, hey Ray, check this out. He pulled out his text messaging history, and it was like once every 6 months. Okay, it was his crazy follow-up I'm about to talk about, where it's called update and deflect. Okay, so it was like once every 6 months where Ray would reach out to him and he would update them with what's going on in the business, and then he would deflect. So it would go something like this. Hey man, I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on with the team. We've been having a lot of success, bringing on a lot of new people. We're really excited, rocking and rolling. hey, by the way, I know this isn't a good fit for you, but who do you know that loves to make some extra money on the side? I'd love any referrals you can possibly give me. Thanks. Hope all is well. That's update and deflect. Okay. That's the follow-up that you would want to do after about a month of non-responsiveness. Okay. Now, the follow-up that I learned from him that he does in the shorter term is after your initial sending out of information, if they don't respond to that initial sending out of information, then wait 4 days, and on the fourth day, respond with something like, hey, I just wanted to apologize. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to follow up. How are you? Okay, that's it. That's simple. Okay, now the goal of this follow-up, and again, this is the 4-day follow-up. Put a note on your calendar. It's how I like to do it. A little reminder helps keep me more professional. So the goal of this follow-up is not to get them to sign up. It's not to get them to buy some product. It's simply to turn a non-responsive person into a responsive person, okay, into a response, just to check a pulse, just to see if they're still there, just to see if they're not ignoring you, right? And then if they don't respond to that, that's whenever you wait a month. And at the end of the month, then you say, that's whenever you reach out and say, hey, I know this isn't a fit for you, but who do you know that wants to make some extra money on the side? Okay, or who do you know that wants to lose some extra weight? Okay, somewhere's right around the corner. Who do you know? But the psychological effect of that is you tell them, hey, I know this isn't a fit for you. Then they'll all of a sudden get the fear of losing out, and they'll be like, wait a minute, how do you know this isn't a fit for me? And they'll hopefully respond back to you and say, actually, yeah, I've just been so busy. I'm so sorry. I'm ready to take a look now. Now, some people ask me, what if they don't respond? Oh my gosh, the world is not going to end. Okay, if they don't respond, that's fine. Just follow up with them 6 months from now, do the same thing. That's it. Okay. If they do respond, just continue talking about what you talked about before. Very simple. Okay. There have been hundreds and thousands of people that have non-responded, Ray Higdon, and he just kept going. He didn't let that slow him down. And now he's a seven-figure millionaire. Okay. So don't let that stuff slow you down. Let's see. Onboarding. Let's talk about bringing on a new teammate. And here's a way to onboard somebody even before they get in the business, to get somebody thinking in the mindset of oh, this is how you do it. Oh, it really is that simple. So in your prospecting conversations, you could say something like, hey, this video does a better job of explaining it than I do. Oh, and by the way, if you want to build a business with us, then you can use this same video to share it, and that's how you make money. Okay, that's it. Just keep it that simple, because then they're automatically thinking, oh, I can share this video with a few people. That's easy. So that's a really quick onboarding deal. Side note about onboarding, we have an incredible getting started checklist on our website and in the Team Elite Facebook group. Okay, it's a phase 1 for the getting started checklist, and then phase 2 is more so training. So you can only get the phase 2 if you're already in the team. And just so you know, if you are in the team, you can find those 2 checklists either on teamleadfamily.com or in the learning section of our Facebook group. Okay, so if you haven't checked that out, go and check that out. That's like a training vault. Okay, culture. Let's talk about culture really quick. The bulk of your teammates are not going to be the Pro 10 type of people. They're just not. Okay, let's talk about really quickly the principle of 80%, 15%, and 5%. All right, Ray Higdon teaches this now. He learned this from another network marketing legend, Larry Thompson. He's been in the industry for over 50 years, and he's saying that 85% of people in your business will be perfectly happy with making $0 to $500 a month. Okay, and then the 15%ers, they're going to be making somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. All right, they'll be perfectly happy there. And then the 5%ers, they're the people that won't stop until Pro 9 or Pro 10. All right, so don't only seek for the influencers, because the bulk of your volume is going to come from the 85 and the 15%ers. So that just simply means don't only talk to the influencers, and it means don't throw out big money, because the majority of people out there, whenever you say, hey, how would you like to make an extra $10,000 a month, they're going to think that's unbelievable. They're going to think that's completely impossible. So the distance for most people to believe that they can make an extra $10,000 a month is just as far as them believing they can make $1 million a month. It's just as impossible. So that's why it's much better to ask people if they could make an extra couple $100 a month, because people can visualize that. They can believe that. Let's see here. Let's keep talking about, okay, so let's talk about different training other than what your upline teaches, okay? Ray Higdon, and this is pretty much like copying down what he said, so I'm just regurgitating what he said. He said that some leaders like to seek control. They like having the control more than they want production. So they like control more than production. So that simply means don't take a training from outside to your upline. Like if you're not having success, don't take a training from outside to your upline before you have created some proof, before you have created results. Because usually your upline has more experience, they have a bigger business, they have a little bit more of a right to say that this works, that this training works. Okay, so unless if you prove otherwise, that training concept that you just heard about doesn't really count. Not unless you prove it. So it was saying, go prove a training concept versus trying to convince, and you won't actually be able to stop people from doing that training concept. Okay. Now, here's one thing that if you are the upline and you have people bringing training concepts to you, or they're doing something a certain way that you're not exactly teaching, then say this. Just remember this question or this line. If you're getting results that way, then keep doing it. All right. So they'll be thinking to themselves, am I getting results? Well, great. If I am, then awesome. I'll keep doing it. But if I'm not getting results, then maybe what they're saying is actually true, and I should be doing that instead. Okay. So that's that on training from the outside. And there's a lot of good training from the outside, you guys. Like Ray Higdon, in particular, he's got some incredible foundational stuff that just makes a lot of sense. Okay. And it's proven to work too. Let's see here. Okay, so a couple of keys to making six figures and just having overall success here. Success.
Just a minute. You have to turn it this way.
I'm gonna make sure to mute everybody. Oh, okay. And sorry, you guys, make a phone entry. Okay, great. All right, so success here in this industry, it's just a combination of how many people are you asking the question, hey, are you open to taking a look at what I'm doing? Or, hey, are you open to losing some weight? Or, hey, are you open to hearing about what I'm doing as far as health and wellness? Okay, that's it. It's simply that. Just it's a combination of how many people are you talking to, and how many people are you sharing this information with. That's simply it. And then showing up to the company events. That's also the next part of our system. Okay, so it's 15 presentations a month, and show up to all the corporate events. Okay, that's what keeps it super simple. Now, as far as whenever times get tough, think about this. A lot of what drives us is who are we fighting for. Okay, so a lot of people they go through hard times. They're struggling. They maybe the people that are abused, the people that don't have a lot of money, the people that are in poverty, the people that have been around the impoverished mindset for so long that they feel like the world is against them. So think about it this way. Who are you fighting for? If you're in those situations, then I encourage you to take your mess and turn it into your message. All right. Those are the people that should be fighting for you. Those are the people that you should be fighting for. You get the victory yourself, and then you can have that much more of an inspirational story for those people that are in the same situation as you. Now think about it this way. Maybe you're in that situation for a reason. Maybe you're in that situation so that you can get out of it, so that you can help more people to get out of that same situation. Have you ever thought about it that way? Another way to look at it is who loses if you don't win? Who in the same situation will never get out of their situation because they never heard your success story? All right. Whenever you think about it that way, Now it's no longer about you. Now it's I have to win because of these other people. Now it's I have to win because of my future family. All right. It's not only about you. That gets you to think bigger. It gets you to think outside of your own head. Okay. What you would win is you would win the ability to share your story and to inspire people. Also, if you lose, guess who wins? Your abusers. They win, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to win in the game of life and prove your abusers wrong. Prove those people that you know were ignorantly negative or ignorantly criticized you for what you're doing. I want you to prove those people wrong. So how do you stay consistent in building your business? The vision of, I'll put it this way, pretty much reading from what Ray Higdon said. He said, the vision of who I want to be is stronger than my distractions. Okay. So it's not, if you feel like you don't have a lot of time, it's not that you don't have a lot of time. It's just that you mismanage it. Okay. This is something interesting. There may be, hold on. Oh yeah. If you are given more time, it's not that you need more time. If you're given more time, you're probably going to be doing the same things with that time, even that you were doing whenever you have 24 hours. Okay. So a lot of people, they don't do the things that are necessary because they just don't know how to manage their time properly. Okay. So they lose out. Now, let's see here. Oh yeah, let's talk about the guy that was super, super busy, and all that he had time to do was whenever he was driving at work, the work truck, he would drive around looking for the busiest gas station to prospect and build his business. And that was the only time that he really could build his business. So he's a top earner now, and what he would do is he would literally drive around and look for the busiest gas stations and pull in and just be like, hey, what's going on over there? Excuse me, how are you doing? Or, how's your day going? Or, happy Monday. Are you working hard or hardly working? And that's how he would build his business. And what about the lady that went to the grocery store and she filled up her cart with, some groceries, and she'd walk around and she'd make small talk and prospect in the grocery stores, and then she would actually unload her cart if she didn't have to go shopping and walk out. She wouldn't even buy anything, but she would build her business that way because she had to fill her numbers. She had to make those deadlines. So make it a priority to you, and you won't mismanage your time. Okay, you have to have a few non-negotiables during the day in order to really have progress. Okay, so it's not that you need more time because you would do the same things with your time. It's just that you have to have a few non-negotiables. Okay, so there may be days where you have a low production day, but I encourage you to never have a day where you have a no production day. All right, that's what Ray Higdon set up for himself. The couple of things that he did for himself. Let me see here. The couple of things that he did for himself was he had 20 no's a day. Okay, and he didn't count a non-response as a no. He literally counted the no's as a no. Okay, he did that per day. He did one video per day, and he did some form of self-development every day. All right, so those are some things that I can encourage you to do. Also, become addicted with your activity, not with their responses. Okay, because that's really the only thing that you can control is your activity. So this has gone on. This call is long enough. I've skipped through some of my notes. There's so much goodness here. I can't go over all of it. I'm just about here to the end. I encourage you to just focus on the next zero. And what does that mean? Instead of thinking about, I want to be a pro 10, instead think about, if you're at zero, how can you get to $10 a month? Or if you're at $10 a month, how can you get to the next zero, $100 a month? Or if you're making $100 a month, how can you get to $1,000 a month? So just take it step by step. And if you're at $1,000 a month, think about how you can get to $10,000 a month. So just think about the next zero, okay? Now, think about this, guys. Most people are not playing to win. They're simply playing to prove why they should lose. Okay. In this industry, you'll come across people, and I hope that you're not this kind of person, but you'll come across people that are seeking for every reason why they can't succeed. Okay. So they'll look at the top income earner and they'll say, oh my gosh, yeah, that person was a doctor. So therefore I can't do this because I'm not a doctor. But that doesn't apply. That simply does not apply, because there have been people in all walks of life that have had $1 million successes. Okay. Construction workers, nurses, stay-at-home moms, all right, with four plus kids. All right. So think about, just change your mindset. Don't play to prove why you should lose, but actually play to win. Allow yourself to win. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Last deal. Learn to use the tools to build the business for you. Learn to use the tools and the system to build the business for you. Okay. That's how you bring in people that have high skilled jobs. Like, that's how you bring in the doctor. And that's how the doctor can bring in people that are not doctors, is they use the tools and they use the system to build the business for them. So like I always teach my team, think about that person in front of you. How can that person build the business? And that's how you want to share it with them. So they can be saying to themselves the whole way, oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could do what you've done. All right. So that's the call for today. That's my message for today, you guys. I hope that you got something valuable from this. Again, there's lots more here. If you want to know more of my notes, then reach out to me and I'll copy and paste and I'll email this to you so you can look over it more. If you want to review this video, then simply rewind it. I'm going to be posting up the replay here soon. And if you're watching this already on YouTube, then simply just rewind it. So I love you guys. If y'all need any help building your business, then simply give me a call. And, if you need a 3-way call, or if you need a meeting, or if you need some training, or, hey, what's going on here and there, if you need some building advice, then let's look at what you're doing, and we'll tweak a few things, and just reach out to me. I love you guys. I want to help you create success with this. And don't worry if you're not having a whole lot of success with this just yet, because being in an environment and a culture where you have a lot of, where it's more so about just, we're happy that you're here and we want to give you something inspiring to help you, in your life, then that has value by itself. So don't think that you only have to be here if you're making money, or that you only have to be happy, or if you only can be happy if you're simply making money. So that's not the case, and I hope you don't feel that way. I want this to be a family environment, and I want all of you to be happy here, whether you're a high producer or not, whether you want to be a Pro 10 or if you simply want to make $500 a month. I love you all, and I'm so happy and grateful that you're a part of this team, doing this business and doing life with me in general. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next call. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a good week. Bye now.